Ladies and gentlemen, he gets his chance to regain the AEW World Championship on Sunday. Here is Kenny Omega!
When Kenny Omega and MJF met for the first and thus far only time, Kenny Omega, in his own words, was much less than 100%. He did not know that he was in the midst of a battle for his own life. And MJF was victorious that day. Now Kenny Omega said he is back and better than ever. Does he have what it takes to dethrone the AEW World Champion?
Kenny Omega here in Canada, the floor is yours, my friend.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. You may not believe me if I say this, but this is actually a very nostalgic feeling for me. It's been quite a while since I've been here. About 25 years. But 25 years ago, believe it or not, I would hop in a car, 14-hour drive from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, all to be in this place for the wonderful independent wrestling scene that you guys have always had. So from a 25-year-old Kenny Omega, 25 years less year old Kenny Omega, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to me, that sort of makes me feel like we're kind of friends. And so, hey, if we're friends, I'm just going to be transparent with you guys. I'm going to be honest. Last week with MJF, I sort of lost my cool, and I'm not proud of that. In fact, if it weren't for Speedball, I may have done something that could have ruined everything. And then I would have played straight into your hands, Max. And what exactly was it that I was so pissed about? I can't quite figure it out. It was the Ibushi thing, right? Nah, I didn't mind that. Nothing to be ashamed of. Was it the diverticulitis thing? Oh, you mean the same thing that commentary brings up every single week? The part where, yes, I had a boo-boo tummy, it hurt really bad, I almost died, all that stuff. And as one famous man said, cry me a river. I can't lie, at one point in time, having a little bit of sympathy on old Kenny Omega was a nice feeling, but every single week it got a little bit old. So what was it that I was really mad at? What was it really that set me off? Well, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, the cleaner, Kenny Omega, the belt collector, Kenny Omega, the god of professional wrestling. These things, to me, aren't just words. They aren't things I've ever said about myself. These are the things that each and every one of you people have somewhere along the line said about yours truly, and I appreciated every single last sentiment. And to me, those words were like a responsibility, an incredible weight that I had to have on my shoulders every single week that I performed here in front of you people. Now, you see, AEW, it used to be just a concept. There used just to be, this is going to be a place where maybe the best wrestling, you guys can see something a little different week in and week out. That's all it was supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, the thing that makes you so famous, MJF, the mouth, the gum flapping. Yeah, that MJF. I remember when I was at my peak and people would always talk a lot of shit. They would talk their shit. And I'd always think, go ahead, say everything that you want to say, and then don't deliver on it, because everything you can do, I can do better. But what you can't do is what I do all the time. That is rewrite history. That is recreate wrestling in my image. That is what a god of professional wrestling does. So MJF, really, I started thinking, maybe it was you that should have been pissed off, because it should have been you to realize, oh, all I can do is talk. All I can do is pull the rug out from other people. Because I could never do what Kenny did out in Japan. I could never tell a story through my physical work in the ring and elicit that emotional response that maybe only Kenny and a few others can. But I was the one who lost my cool in that ring. And now I realize why. It's because all of this that you see before you, I thought it was my responsibility. I thought it was all on me to write this legacy. I thought it was all on me to save the place where the best should wrestle and put the belt on someone where they actually can wrestle the best. Because MJF, I was wrong. This isn't my responsibility alone. This isn't my legacy. Edmonton, this is our legacy. And whether we're in Winnipeg, whether we're in Edmonton, whether we're in Timbuktu, it doesn't matter. What you people deserve is a champion that wears the belt with pride. What you deserve is someone who will go down in the annals of time as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And it isn't gonna be you. Not if I'm feeling as good as I am today. Not if I've turned all these weaknesses into strengths. No, MJF, I am not the same Kenny Omega since diverticulitis, but it's valued me. It's proven to me that I value the work more. Now it's not just about healing. Now it's not just about getting better. Now it's about working harder to keep everything, to protect what I once had. So all of those weaknesses, the things that I was afraid of, the responsibilities that I wasn't sure I could honor, now those are my strength. And MJF in Vancouver, that belt that you wear around your waist, kind of like that little sweaty, greasy blankie that you wear around your neck that you call a scarf. I will take it from you, and I will start to right the wrongs that you have committed in this company. So be it, so it shall come to pass, MJF. At the pay-per-view, it will be your last offense. That, and this version of Kenny Omega can absolutely promise.